Hi, this is Mr. Estrada. In this video, we are going to go over problem number 31 from the June 2012 Geometry Regents. Two lines are represented by the equations x plus 2y equals 4 and 4y minus 2x equals 12. Determine whether these lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Justify your answer. So what we want to do is begin by putting both equations in y equals mx plus b form. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first equation is x plus 2y equals 4. Now, if you're having trouble with this, check out my other video on putting equations in y equals mx plus b form. Essentially, what you want to do is isolate y. So I'm going to go ahead and move x to the other side. So I'm going to do the additive inverse of x. You're going to get 2y equals negative x plus 4. You can't combine these two terms because they are not like terms. And now you're going to do the multiplicative inverse of 2y, which is just basically divide everything by 2. And you get y equals negative x over 2. Whoops, forgot to divide this by 2 also. 4 divided by 2 is 2. You got to divide everything by 2. Now, it might help some of you to write a 1 in front of that x so that you could see that the slope of this is negative 1 over 2. Okay, remember that invisible 1 math teachers always talk about in front of the x? There it is. Okay, let's put the other equation in y equals mx plus b form. It's 4y minus 2x equals 12. Again, what you're doing is isolating the y, so I'm going to go ahead and move this to the other side. So additive inverse plus 2x plus 2x, that's going to cancel out. You get 4y equals 2x plus 12. Again, you cannot combine these two terms. They're not like terms. You divide everything by 4, and you are going to get y equals, I'm going to simplify this slope here. 2 over 4 is 1 over 2. X, and then 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now, why did I simplify the slope? You always want to simplify the slopes because you're going to be comparing the slopes of both of the lines to tell whether they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to compare the slopes of the lines and determine if they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So you should know two things. Parallel lines have equal slopes. So we know that these lines are not parallel because the slope of this line is what? Negative 1 over 2. And the slope of this line is 1 over 2. By the way, slope is denoted with a lowercase m, as you just noticed. So we know they're not parallel because the slopes are not equal. You should also know that the slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals. So these are not negative reciprocals of each other, so they're not perpendicular. So what is our answer? Our answer is they are neither parallel or perpendicular. They are neither parallel or perpendicular. Parallel, or that perpendicular is a long word, so I'm going to use the symbol for perpendicular. They're neither parallel or perpendicular. That means perpendicular because the slopes are not equal, so that means they're not parallel, are not equal, and they are not negative reciprocals of each other. negative reciprocals. I'm probably going to spell this wrong. If I do, please forgive me. They are not negative reciprocals of each other. And that's the justification for your answer, okay? Because you are asked to justify your answer. Make sure that you give a justification. Don't just say they're not parallel or perpendicular. Make sure you justify your answer. Make sure you explain why they're not parallel or perpendicular. Okay? If you don't know what negative reciprocals are, you could check out my website and I give you some examples of them. Thanks for your time. Take care.